A thread from Comrade Fudge. The first thing we notice is a tweet posted by Paul Joseph Watson, a simple Twitter search for the word racist, and then you scroll to People tab, and Donald J. Trump is the very first result. Comrade Fudge responds, "Why is Trump still on Twitter? Why does Trump not push back harder and flex some executive muscle against Twitter? Why hasn't he moved on to a different, less abusive platform? Why is Trump still here? And by extension, why are the rest of us still here?" I would like to present two aspects of strategy that explains this phenomenon. First, the principle, make sure they see you sharpen your sword before you fall on it. Okay, seems a bit extreme, right? But think about what it's saying. Think about it more metaphorically. What if, by enduring suffering, by enduring unfair treatment, you actually benefit from a net gain in your position? Make sure they see you is the key here. If you're going to suffer persecution, make sure everyone is aware of the persecution. Make sure it's very visible. Sharpen your sword. That is the exaggeration of the persecution being suffered. Really, what's Twitter doing? Fucking with how people can search him? Throwing bullshit notes on his post? Does any of that actually hurt Trump? Like, really? Does it? It doesn't. What is happening is that by enduring this unfair treatment, Trump is causing those who support him to calcify in their support for him. And those on the fence can be persuaded that he's being treated unfairly. That's how the most powerful man in the world seems like an underdog. Every additional action Twitter takes against Trump, Trump makes into a controversy. He makes it into Batman Gambit. By complaining about it, he'll goad the leftist media into celebrating it. By them celebrating it, Trump is maximizing the visibility of the unfair treatment. Trump stays on the platform because the persecution is literally a win-win for him. If they back off, he wins. If they go further, he wins harder. It is a heads I win, tails you lose situation. So, what about the rest of us? By acting as the ideological leader, Trump placing his primary efforts on this platform marks Twitter as the battleground. It is an extremely hostile battleground, deep in enemy territory with no route of escape. It's what is called killing grounds. Killing grounds is a strategic concept wherein if you lead your soldiers onto a battlefield from which there is no option to retreat, they will fight harder. Trump, by staking out his position here on Twitter, causes the rest of us to be here, following him. The lack of a path of retreat, because Trump won't abandon this platform, the extremely hostile nature of Twitter towards conservatives, it calcifies our resolve to keep fighting. This is where the social battlefield is. This is enemy territory. This is where you can strike out at the blue-check socialists and journalists, but I repeat myself, directly, where all other instances, they're completely cut off from everyday social contact. What does Twitter banning an account actually do? What does throttling us actually do? Project Veritas already showed us proof that Twitter's employees are trying to mentally torture us into quitting by subtly silencing our accounts. Is that the best those fucksticks can do? Trump has created, by remaining on this abusive platform and in turn forcing the rest of us to stay in here, a battlefield in which he benefits simply by being present. The more abuse hurled at us and at him, the more he benefits and the more support calcifies around him. Granted, we do have conservative Valhalla over at Quadverum, so feel free to go chill there at social.quadverum.com if you do get tired of the fighting here. No one ever said that we had to stick around on this blue shit heap of a platform.